In these videos I will be showing you the most basic movement tech and mechanics you can learn and take your speedrunning to next level. In this video I will be covering stuff from Tomb Raider 3, 4 and 5. My previous video already includes stuff like drawing guns, stumble cancel, walk and jump and other stuff, which all works in these games. So if you haven't checked that out, watch that video, you can find it in description. Fastest way to move is to sprint and then do a sprint dive to regen sprint bar for next sprint. This is very situational and should be used in longer sequences mainly. You can also do sprint into running jump into sprint, but the main goal is to keep sprinting as efficiently as possible. There are few differences about sprinting mechanic between Tomb Raider 3 and Tomb Raider 4/5. In Tomb Raider 3 you can only start sprinting when her sprint bar is full. That's why we sprint dive when the bar is about halfway and then repeat after. In Tomb Raider 4 and 5 you can start sprint anytime you want. Extended sprint. You can extend your sprint just a little by pressing your sprint key to start the sprint, then let go of for a very brief moment and start holding it again. This makes the sprint bar not move and you get free extra time to sprint. Fast turning when sprinting. You can turn quite a tight corners with sprint if you sprint towards wall and bounce off of it. Normally you cannot really do the sharp turns with sprint, but using walls you can make it happen. Normally here, for example, it's only one tile we have to scroll. This would take us 4 crawling animations. But if we take 3 crawling animations and tap guns, she will be able to get out faster. Really small optimization is to crouch on the slope instead of normal climbing. This will save very little time, but it's not hard at all. One thing about stumble cancels, grabbing in Tomb Raider 3, 4 or 5 doesn't cancel or stumble. Now on to Tomb Raider 4 and 5 exclusive things. Lara's action can be broken, and when you have this you can't draw guns, flare or grab. This happens after using a crowbar, taking an item from pedestal, using a climbing pole or using a valve, specifically Tomb Raider 5. To fix this you have to stand still for at least 1 frame. For smooth gameplay, make sure to stand still 1 frame at least after each of those interactions. Or you can hold draw guns or flare to make sure it's not broken and then start moving. Ropes in Tomb Raider 4 and 5. You can grab the rope and hold sprint key instantly, and that gives you extra momentum to clear the gap. And that's the way you can avoid multiple swings as well. How to get extra boost on a rope. This works when you haven't used the rope yet. 100% consistency. You running jump onto rope, you drop down all the way on the bottom of it, and wait that the rope brings Lara all the way back, and it's just about to go forward. Then you start holding sprint, and then you jump at the peak of her swing. Flare cancelling in Tomb Raider 4 and 5. Sometimes flare cancel doesn't work as expected. If you need to sprint dive, roll off the edge or slide on a slope, make sure to draw the flare while doing those things rather than before. Those are the main ones I've found to interrupt the flare cancel.